They want to be a part of it.
Yeah, this is Racial Sharp Lifestyle 101, and definitely it represents the core values of self-improvement and fulfillment. We all have our individual goals in life.
Yes.
Success is something that, is individual for all of us. I mean, everyone's success is not the same.
Right, that's right.
I cannot define success.
And the paths to that success are not the same.
It's not.
Right. It's motherfuckers slanging cane, doing all kinds of shit to get to where they got to go.
It's you're right, because
ugly shit that they got to do to get what they want and where they want to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what you want to be, and if you mark that path to see every path that every success has its path.
Right.
And when you mark that path, for your success.
There you go.
It represents rules and regulations and, certain things that you must do in order for you to succeed in becoming the person you want to be.
Right.
If you have a goal in mind of self-idealizing yourself, it's a certain path that you take in life that represents certain things that you must do.
Salute.
In order for you to idealize yourself and to become that person you want to be. Now, more importantly, the positive person you want to be.
Right.
Now, you can be the negative person you want to be.
Right on.
That negative person you want to be is probably an easier path. Because it's easy to be negative.
Yeah, right.
It's a short route.
Yeah, right. It ain't a long trip.
It ain't a long trip.
It's like the third exit after you get on the motherfucking road. Right. You can get off in a few minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that's the reason why many people choose that path of become that negative person. They may
that's good.
They may rationalize.
That's good shit.
Of course, out of their own self-interest. They will justify that path, of course. They will justify it and say, well, Flash, I don't judge people.
Yeah.
I don't judge nobody. You do what you do. I do me. You do you. Well, that's their rationalization. Just because you rationalize your way of, of becoming who you are, or being who you are, doesn't justify anything.
Right.
All it does is it makes you feel better.
Yeah, right.
Right. By the law of core values, that represents character and represents refinement and represents individuality. Yes. Being your own individual, you may say, well, I'm just me. Individuality is just, it's actually sacred. It's sacred to be who you are.
Yeah.
And you may say, I'm just being me, so don't judge me for being me.
Yeah.
Now, Racial Sharp Lifestyle 101 represents being judgmatic. Core values of self-improvement and fulfillment make you judge yourself based on your explicit content of character. The measuring stick whereby you judge yourself stems from the core values of self-improvement and fulfillment.
Yes, sir.
So it represents to all that you have good judgment.
Yeah. Ooh, baby.
You have good judgment. You are a person who have good judgment. You're able to make right decisions.
Yeah, right.
Right. You don't justify your own decisions. You are open to all that's right. You admit your faults. You don't hide from them. You don't cover them up. You admit them. That's because you are you are representing the core value of character. You sacrifice the core value of character.
Nice, very nice.
So anyone who actually justify any path of that they mark for themselves of becoming the person they negativity, you know, consequently end up becoming because of certain things that path required them to do, lie and cheat, shortchange themselves.
No shit.
You know, well, I mean, I don't want to work as hard, so I'll just take that route. You know, that's low character.
Right.
You know, you can justify yourself all day about
making
that.
excuses
And all that.
creating rumors, gossiping, lying on motherfuckers, all that bullshit.
That's a short route. That's a short route for your success.
Yeah, Irie.
It's your success, but is it
life.
reputable success? Or is it notorious success? You have to understand that success is either reputable based on the core values of self-improvement and fulfillment, based on a sacralization of the core values of self-improvement and fulfillment, which means that you are empowered with inspiration to sacrifice your leisure right now.
Yeah.
And sacrifice your social activities and sacrifice all of that for your self-improvement. For your success, reputable success that people respect all around the world.
Yeah.
And they don't fear, you for being in that position of success.
360 degrees of respect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a great concept.
Yeah, that's nice, ain't it?
360 degrees of respect.
Oh, man.
That represents wisdom. Well, that's what they respect.
Yeah.
Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's supreme mathematics. That they respect you for being a person who with 360 degrees of wisdom.
Supreme mathematics.
Supreme mathematics.
Nice.
That's wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Right.
So they recognize you as being that person who sacrificed that.
Right.
And you make sacrifices for your wisdom. And your
right, that's right. You make sacrifices for those things.
What do you sacrifice? You sacrifice your leisure right now because your leisure right now is always urging you to do it right now.
Yeah.
When it's time to work.
Right, when you're supposed to be working.
When you're supposed to be working.
Right.
That's normally when it's urgent.
Yeah. You should be on the clock.
Yeah, you should be on the clock.
You should be on the clock, kid.
You should be
clocking.
You should be actually on the clock, your own clock.
I'm saying New York.
You should set your own clock, really. I mean, because your own clock of self-development must be set by yourself. That's something you got to set your own program for self-improvement. You can't wait for Johnny and say, "Well, Johnny, I'm ready. I'm waiting on you."
That slid down.
I'm waiting on you.
Right in the plate.
Yeah. You can't wait on Johnny and Mr. Belvedere. Your pops, whoever he is. You can't wait on him to set your clock to start your program of self-improvement.
Yeah.
You got to initiate that.
Yes.
Ain't wait on your wife.
You got to be the architect to your own blueprint.
You have to.
Of growth.
You have to be.
That's
great content.
Of growth.
That's great.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to be the architect of your own. Wow.
Yeah,
you have to, because if you're not the architect, that means that you're waiting on Johnny to build your tower of self-improvement fulfillment. And Racial Shop Lifestyle 101 do not represent waiting on anyone to build my tower of self-improvement and fulfillment. It is an individual dedication of hard work and self-discipline. It is something that I discipline myself within myself to actually do right now when I don't postpone it.
And structuring your time to where it's managed to produce outcome. Yes. To produce some positive feedback. From the positive feedback, a good outcome.
That's great concept.
A good outcome.
Because that's the main goal. That is the main goal.
Don't get me wrong. The Lord's been good to us and bless us with this place. But you know what, Lord? Superior is just a stepping stone. And not only is it just and not only is it just a stepping stone, it's an inspiration to do more.
It is.
Yeah, it is. It for sure is.
That's great content.
If you stop and think about how many available or how many positions can become anybody's position. Even Guru said that in Gangsta and Hip Hop, in the song is hip hop song. He said anyone's position can be up for grabs. That's right. That's for sure.
Of course.
Yeah, because there's always somebody coming along with a better, a better
Idea.
yeah, overstanding.
Because yeah.
And
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Somebody with a different view.
That's great content.
With a broader spectrum of shit.
You gotta be very competitive.
Right.
If you know it's somebody already waiting out there and working out there, not waiting but working out there. With a greater idea.
This is just the beginning.
A greater understanding. You know that someone's working just like you working 10 times hard for your self-improvement fulfillment, and your self-fulfilling prophecies. You know, in your level of influence. You know, in your resume, in your history. You know, someone's out there working, you know, at a steady pace for theirs. You know, and we all are either working for our progress, or we're all are working, or we're either working, you know, just hard in one certain, in not efficiently, but we feel that we're working hard.
Right.
You know, we feel that we're working hard. You know, the sloth within us make us feel, but we don't. The only way you can know if you're working hard is that if you are following the example of the best of those who have made it.
Right.
If you are following their example.
Right. And applying that example too. Actually applying what they did.
Yeah, it's applicable. It is applicable. You know, in the successful, the person with the hardworking ambitious, with a great mind's eye for self-achievement, he actually modeled after the great examples of success and progress and self-achievement and self-fulfillment and all of them, the representatives of capital generating goods. These are people who are representatives of capital generating goods.
Yeah.
Now these are the hardworking ambitious. Now the representatives of consumer goods are the slothful, or the sloths. The sloths are glad they love leisure too much. You know, they don't know how to level it out. They don't know that working, you know, at your top capacity.
Right.
Working on yourself for your self-improvement, learning from the best.
Right.
That gives you the greatest leisure of all.
Right.
You can't just fall in love with leisure and sacrifice everything that's urgently financially important.
Working with,
you know,
with high
instant
output.
leisure.
On high output.
You can't.
Yeah, for sure.
You can, but I can tell you this: the consequence is devastation, heartache, and confusion.
Nice.
You know, it's devastation. It's devastating for you not to be able to follow the best of the best. If you choose for you not to choose, or you not to be able because you're slothed out.
Yeah, because there's areas in
you're
life
paralyzed by your own sloth.
We could all use a little instruction.
The sloth within you have dominated you so bad that it sloughed you out so bad where you're just paralyzed.
And be inspired by that
you're
instruction.
Slow. You're slow in making those decisions for your progress. And you're slow just like a sloth.
Yeah.
Now look. If you look at the example of the sloth, you know how slow they move.
Yeah.
They move very slow. They move slower than a turtle. I think. I think they move slower than the turtle.
Yeah.
They only it takes it takes them 2 minutes to walk a mile. That's a long time, huh?
Yeah, you got to restore your own drive, your own hunger.
Am I wrong about that? It's 2 minutes to walk a mile to run a mile. I mean, because walking to them, they move so slow. They don't run, but they do run. They run in a slow way.
Yeah, right.
So
it's a slow motion run.
It's a slow motion run.
Yeah.
So if it takes,
it's all kinds of running.
Yeah, it's all types of running.
Yeah, for sure.
So if it takes the sloth 2 minutes to complete a mile, that's a long time, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a long time. Yeah.
2 minutes to complete 12 blocks. And they're animal. They are animal.
Yeah.
So it is very long time. They are animal. And animals are supposed, we normally look at them as superhuman or superpower.
Yeah, right.
Because the chimpanzee, he got the strength of 10 men. Am I the gorilla? Am I confused or what? I know he got the strength of what? 10 men?
That generates a lot of power.
A gorilla, he got the strength of how many men?
Right.
10 men, right?
Yeah.
10 times your strength. 10 times your physical strength. A gorilla is not slow at all. The gorillas are very fast.
Yeah.
And powerful. They will catch up to you. They'll get to you.
Yeah, shit, yeah. They'll run a lap.
Yeah, I think
they'll run a lap on your ass.
I think they can catch up to you.
Yeah, shit,
If they want you, I think they can get you.
Yeah.
I believe so. I believe if a gorilla came in here right now, okay, a gorilla came in here right now, and you see the different angles in which you can dodge its attack. Okay. You probably won't get away. Because they leap too. They leap.
Yeah, they do.
They jump. They leap. They leap in the air.
Yeah.
Sloths don't leap at all. They're not dangerous mammals at all. They are the slowest creatures in the world. And they are not dangerous at all. Don't worry about their claws. Them claws are just used to, for them to hang on the trees, tree limbs, and them to eat their fruit and leaves.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, for sure.
But they're not. They're too slow to be dangerous. I've never heard of any dangerous species that's slow. Extremely slow. Every species that's dangerous is often fast. The most dangerous species of all creation are often fast creatures. They move fast. The lion moves very fast. The bear moves very fast.
Oh, the lion is a track star.
Oh, yeah. I don't think you can outrun I don't think you can beat a lion up the tree.
Whoa. Let's not forget that the cheetah is probably the fastest animal on 4 legs.
It's known.
Yeah.
It's known.
Yeah, it's known for its speed.
It's known for its speed.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that it's known for its speed. Scientists have already commercialized that.
Yeah, right.
They have already commercialized how fast that cat is, which is the fastest cat on the planet.
Yeah.
There's no other cats on the planet that's faster than a cheetah. There's no other animals in the feline category that is more kingly than the lion.
Yeah.
You will not get away from a lion.
Not just the king of the jungle.
It's just impossible.
The king of beasts.
They can leap.
Yeah.
They can jump. They got claws. They got sharp teeth.
Right.
And they can leap higher than you.
And they've got a greater body mass too. And they got a greater muscle.
Yeah, they're heavier than you.
Capacity.
More muscle. More muscle. This is Ray Sharp Lifestyle 101, and we are exchanging the core values of self-improvement and fulfillment,
Yeah.
and various examples of excellence and just greatness and just amazing capability. I mean, you speak of that symbolism of the animal kingdom. You know, you don't want to symbolize yourself in the category of the sloth. You do not want to symbolize. The sloth is not something that you want. The nature of the sloth is not something you want to embody.
Yeah.
You don't want to symbolize the nature of the sloth. I mean,
What's the significance of introducing the sloth here? Let's talk about the sloth for a minute.
well, the sloth is terrible. The sloth is terrible. Now, many women think that. I've asked I would say many because I've asked 3 women already. I mean, what do you think? Do you think the sloth? What do you think of the sloth? I think he's cute. I think he's cute. That's what they say. That's what a lot of 3 of them said. So I did the calculations. I said, okay, if 3 women said the sloth is cute, maybe 3 more women would think the same. And 3 more women, and 3 more women, and 3 more women. I didn't know it was that many women that would think. I will be honest. I did not think in my mind. I'm so disgusted by the nature of the sloth that I would not think in my mind that even one woman on earth, will think the sloth was cute.
Right. Is digging.
I didn't imagine that, so it took me away when the first
Was digging on the sloth.
Yeah, I mean, was digging on the sloth and said he was cute.
For real.
It just shut me up and got me silent, thinking, shaking my head,
like,
I'm like this, thinking to myself, like, this woman, she said this sloth is cute. That's a psychological issue right there. That's very psychological.
Yeah.
If you are in depth in the psychology of hard work and dedication as me, and the core values that represent it for your self-improvement fulfillment, that is very psychological.
Right on.
I mean, the psychology of it, man, becomes real.
Salute.
It does. I mean, you got to think about some shit like that. You really got to ask yourself the first question. Why do women in particular will say that the sloth is cute? That's a good question to ask.
Yes, it is.
It's not a stupid question to ask. It's a question that represents great insight and great wisdom and great foresight.
Let's not forget though, what repels us appeals to a woman. Okay? Let's just be clear about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. That's great content. That's great content because it's very deep to think about something like that. It represents depth because it's so deep. You can go on and on that. I mean, you can create great content on that. I mean, it's just that it's so deep, man. I mean, that you can actually write volumes about that. I mean, you can actually exchange, man. It's deep, just like a woman's deep, in her own ways.
Right.
Very deep. Women are very deep. Right. They cannot be understood. I don't believe no man can understand them. I can understand my own wife. I have a wife of my own. I have a wife, man, and I will never understand her. And she's 22 years old. Now, I don't care.
A young
girl. And she's young. And young in an age where this age, we are. I thank the Lord for letting me be born in this age. I think this is the greatest. This is the golden age we're living in. This is a golden age of wealth and prosperity.
Yes.
And I'm not just saying it's just lightly. It is a golden age.
And longevity too.
Yeah, for longevity.
Yeah.
It's all of that. It represents all of that.
Yeah.
And I mean, it represents a different time where if you have a service, that's marketable for the world. You make a name for yourself.
Yes, sir.
It seems that's the American way. When you start off small, and always, if you commit yourself to it, a mirror, I'll say, Amerisophically, I'll say like even like that. The mathematics in America, that we have in our land, the economy in our land, the opportunities, the enterprise, the free enterprise,
Yeah.
and the heavy emphasis we place on entertainment.
Yeah.
You have a service, and you're there. You're gonna make it. You're scheduled to make it. If you commit yourself, it's gonna grow. It normally it's scheduled to grow. It's the philosophy of the land.
Yeah.
You really are following the philosophy of the land, and if you have skepticism, and you're slothed out in the group of sloths who got skepticism about the philosophy of the land.
Yeah.
That stems from nature, the nature of its fabric. If you follow the best of the success who have already have utilized its roots.
Yeah.
Because they had to plant themselves somewhere to grow.
Yeah.
And if you cannot grow, you can honestly admit, you cannot grow somewhere else other than like you can grow in America, in this land of plenty that we're in. You ain't saying, I'm gonna go to Poland and grow. I'm gonna grow my independent company. I'm gonna succeed.
Right, a communist country.
I'm gonna go to China.
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow, players. I'm gonna to China, man. I got this dream racial lifestyle 101.
Right.
Come on, man. You ain't talking about I'm about to go to Switzerland or anywhere. I'm about to go anywhere outside of America. If you were thinking that, I'm gonna tell you this. Your body will be in that place you're thinking that.
Yeah.
Because
sure.
wherever your body is, you cannot blame your body. You must blame your mind. You cannot, wherever your body is at the present moment, wherever you're at is the result of your mind set, what you're thinking, how you're thinking.
Yeah. Very nice.
You cannot really fool anyone, really, about where you want to be. Because your body will be there if you really want to be there. It will be there. And if you say it's going to be there, I'm going to Idaho, to progress, to achieve my goals. In 2 weeks. In 2 weeks.
Yeah.
If you haven't went to Idaho in 2 weeks, okay, you're accountable.
And I'm not the hoe, you the hoe.
Yeah, you're accountable now. You just told me. I'm going to judge you by your content. Whatever you tell me, you're accountable to your promise.
Yeah.
To yourself, not to me. You didn't make your promise to me. You promised yourself that you will be there. You just shared that promise with me. That you already made to yourself to progress in whatever way you want to progress.
Sure.
Really and truly, it's simple. It's obvious. It's really self-evident. It's a great thing for you to, set goals.
Absolutely.
It's a great thing, but just know for sure, the promises you make to yourself that you're so excited about sharing with anyone else, just know that you're not promising them, you're promising yourself. That's just a promise you share with me, Johnny. Johnny, you shared that promise with me. That promise to yourself. Now you're accountable.
Yeah.
So fulfilling that promise with hard work and dedication, with no excuses and consistent and being very consistent. Consistency is the key for success.
Yeah.
And progress.
Yeah.
So, Johnny, he failed to go 2 weeks to Idaho. He's not really seriously desirous of Idaho.
Yeah.
His body is still here. He's dead in his mind. That's why. He's brain dead, mentally dead. It takes too much work for him to mental work to actually for him to accomplish his goal
God bless.
and to commit to it.
Happy Friday.
It's too hard for him. You think physical work is hard, mental work is harder. Mental work is very hard.
They're equally as tough.
Physical work, is not like mental work. Mental work is very hard because if mental work was easy as physical work, many sloths will be unslothed. And they will be
Unslothed.
easily successful like they want to be
There are
successful.
many dimensions of the sloth.
Because everything starts from up here, the mind. The wealth is the result of your state of mind.
Yeah.
Everything you're wearing, everything you're going for stems from up here.
Yeah, where ideas originate.
Where ideas originate. Yes, that's the soil. The soil of your mind.
Yeah.
God has given you a brain. So you can't blame anything on your pops or your moms or, because you have your own brain.
Yeah.
That's why when you're 18 years old, you're legally considered an adult after you graduate high school. Because you have to go through elementary and middle school to actually learn how to read and count. In high school, okay, you're fine. You graduate. Now, in high school, you maybe have found a job on your own, a little gig at the grocery market or some shit. That's good for you. You're rich.
Yeah.
Compared to the other your classmates who ain't got no jobs.
Yeah. Pizza delivery.
They just got their
delivery
moms,
or
their
something.
parents buying them clothes and all that and take care of them.
Yeah.
But you went out there like Dave, the hustler, You went out and got him a grocery job around the corner from your house.
Really though.
And you heard about it. He told you, hey, Rod. Hey, man, I'm making shit $257 every 2 weeks at the grocery store. Whatever it may call it. You can call it, Save-A-Lot. Save-A-Lot. You can call it that. Man, you're rich in the high school. You're in the 9th grade. You're making $250 every 2 weeks. You're rich. That's great. That is great. You're going to school, working, a resume of your diploma. Diploma really is, and you're learning at the same time. You're serious. And obviously you are serious about your money because you went and applied for a job at Save-A-Lot. Now Rob, he got, he making $250 every 2 weeks. He's in 9th grade. He can buy, him some Jordans if he want.
Yeah. Yeah.
He ain't got no mortgage. He ain't got no rent. That's a lot of money.
Right.
He ain't got no car probably. But if he got a job, he can probably get a car. He can. With that $40